Welcome to the inaugural episode of CKDS Viewer Party. In this new video series, Laura Hill and I will be diving into popular fan films with live commentary, blending the insights of a director's commentary with the humour of Mystery Science Theatre 3000. For our pilot episode, we're featuring Star Wars Brightstar, a widely celebrated fan film set in the Star Wars universe. This non-profit film, directed by Raphael Hebert and produced by Brent Radford, tells the compelling story of a fugitive family coming face to face with their past. The film has generated several awards, including recognition in London, Berlin, Tokyo, and the Fantasia Audience Award. If you'd like to watch Star Wars Bright Stars without a commentary, it's free to view on YouTube at youtube.com at ArchangelEpics or on 8kflix.com. To stay connected with the creatives, check out Archangel Epics on their official website, Archangel Epics, or follow them on social media, facebook.com/ArchangelEpics, twitter.com/ArchangelEpics, instagram.com/ArchangelEpics. That's archangelepics.com for their main website. Join us for this fun and insightful watch-along experience that brings us a new layer of enjoyment to this fan-favourite Star Wars story. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was cut together to look like I was able to read a script. But we don't do scripts at CKDS Radio. We've never done scripts at CKDS Radio. That was a dozen separate takes. And as we finished our dozen separate takes and I started to do the actual intro to how we were going to do things, it occurred to me I was about to introduce Laura's husband, Mark, which of course is indicative of the fact that Laura is married, and her name is not Laura Hill and has not been for at least 3 weeks.
7 years, but yeah.
7 years. Seven, yeah, but I mean, that is at least 3 weeks, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gone quick.
I believe their name is now Townsend. But you can't quote me on that. I actually often tag Laura as Laura Hill on Facebook just to prove I can. I think I've tagged you as Hill as well, haven't I?
Tag him as Mark Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can be whatever the fuck you to me. I've got to be careful on the bombs, actually, the F-bombs, because if we want to be monetized, I'm not actually allowed to swear, so I'm going to have to go through. There's going to be some heavy editing. People will be watching it.
I was going to say, it's like, can I swear? I don't think I can.
No, people will be watching it. There'll just be sudden jumps in the footage, and it'll just be like, because I was talking, and every other word is an F-bomb. I appear to be sitting in darkness, you might know, and that is because that if I turn my main lights on, they're LEDs, and they refresh at just the right frequency to mess my camera right up.
So what, it looks like you've got that like wavy fuzziness.
Yeah, wavy Steve.
Yeah, we found it hard to get the lighting. It's not great, but it's the best we could do in here.
Compared to mine, it's genius. Now the thing is, obviously, I could set up a expensive high-end 4K camera. I know. I could set up an expensive high-end 4K camera and use whatever light I want. But the thing is, for this pilot, at least, I was like, that's I've got a 4K webcam. I should just try and use the 4K webcam. And as you saw from like the pictures I sent you earlier, I've already put a lot of effort into this setup. So when I sat down and went, why am I wavy? I was like, I'm either wavy or dark today. That's how this is.
Yeah, I did gonna say, especially compared to us, you look really dark because you've got really like light background.
Now, you guys are getting a lot of extra footage from us today. A lot of dialogue that wasn't necessarily intended to be part of this show. But basically, we're going to have a bit of a conversation right up until hopefully the batteries in that drill die. And we can comfortably watch a film. Laura.
We're just getting new noises introduced in the background.
There's an angle grinder as well, so...
Fantastic. Do you guys have earbuds that you can share? Because it's occurred to me that when I play the movie, are we not going to experience a fair degree of reverberation of your film echoing back on the film that I'm playing out to you?
That is very true.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the drills and the angle grinders and the hammers and the football are giving us time to look for other problems that we might make ourselves. It's also worth noting that in my 35-minute test earlier on, my camera turned itself off from heat at 34 minutes earlier, so I might disappear. You got your headphones? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just looking for my earphones.
You seem to be trying to do that with telepathy.
No, it's just that Mark moves things on me, and I'm also then trying to make sure it doesn't replace the mic.
Yeah.
So you get an earpiece each. So Laura picked this film because she hasn't seen it, and she was interested at the idea of a popular but small fan film. Obviously, we're trying to pick from the 8K Flicks library because the show is being made essentially for 8K Flicks. Although it is giving me waves of how we can start making new CKDS radio shows, because we spent ages trying to work out to do it, but ultimately we could just do this and then cut the audio and turn it into a radio show whilst us all enjoying the presence of each other's company. I'm Mark, for example, who looks so infused to be here. Glad you could join us, Mark.
That's his face.
This is my happy.
Trying to add the Bluetooth, and the Bluetooth is like, what is Bluetooth? Which is really helpful.
It's getting very dark. What time is it? Oh, it's 4 p.m. Oh, the sun will be gone in a second. I will be nothing but a set of teeth.
Okay, hang on. Let's make sure that's using the right thing. What of these is actually the right thing?
1, 2.
Be the snowball one.
Speaker is right. That should be using
Speaker, headphones.
Okay. Right. Can you still hear us, Steve?
Okay, you just Gandhi? Dandy.
And now you're right. Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you in our earpieces now.
I've turned my brightness up just a smidgen, but there's only so much I can do when sitting in the dark. Right. So you guys can see the My Screen tab up at the top, I assume.
Yep.
So when you click that, do I go into the corner or do I disappear?
What do you mean when I click it? If I click it, nothing happens.
Well, can you see the film?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't see what you see. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, you're just at the top in a little box.
Oh, right. Okay. So, without further ado, let's crash everything. Just speaking from history. I'll cut that out. I need to be able to hear you. Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear it. It was just there was really loud drilling in the background for a minute there.
Yeah.
I tell you, I couldn't hear no drilling. I could hear Starscream. I didn't read any of that. Did anyone catch that?
No, I didn't catch any of it. Is it just me, or do you like? I find it really hard to read text at this angle.
Yeah, it looks.
It's been my problem with like any of the films.
Did anybody catch anything?
No.
No.
Whoops.
Okay, missing only a symbol of strength to rally all leaders behind him, he dispatches his most dangerous bloodhounds to fetch him the most powerful weapon in the galaxy. The bad guy's looking for a bad thing. Sorry, creators, we were distracted by loud noises.
It's easily done. We're very distracted by anything. Just waiting for a cat to decide she wants to come watch the film.
Yeah, lay on the lap.
I thought you were waiting for a cat to come into the film.
I mean, that would be awesome. Why is there not cats in Star Wars?
Do they have cat people or cats in Star Wars?
I don't remember.
I don't recall ever seeing a cat
I
in
feel
Star
like I
Wars.
would remember that.
Looking it up.
Oh, man on fire.
Hello there.
I feel like I would be more phased had I just been completely on fire.
Yeah. I'm being paid.
That's not a cat. They have something called loth cats, but which are cat-ish, but they're not cats. There are no cats.
I feel like so far they've kind of got the music on point for
Just
Star
observe
Wars-esque
the flesh.
world.
Yeah.
Feel its movements. Concentrate.
I know, Father. I had it!
I don't think he could
Sure
help
you
coughing.
did. Go get your arrow.
The scenery feels very Star Wars-ish.
It's definitely got the right vibe so far.
Yeah.
What? Your Zoom meeting will end in 10 minutes.
Father?
Oh no! Oh, is it?
For
It's, yeah,
sustenance,
'cause,
all right
uh,
to hunt animals.
It's like a 45-minute cap, isn't there?
What
It
about
doesn't matter.
bad people?
When it cuts, we'll cut out and cut in. Ironically, we'll be quite near the end of the film when it happens.
You must always try to avoid conflict.
No.
But if you're faced with aggression, you must do what you can to protect yourself.
Especially if
Your
people are
family.
drilling.
And helpless.
So much
No.
drilling.
You understand?
I do, Papa.
I don't know. I mean, it's clearly the most appropriate sound effect for this film.
Where was this shot?
Clean them.
But you said you were going to teach me some more sword fighting
No, I don't
tonight.
know.
Look it up.
Tomorrow, I promise. But tonight I have to.
But
I
you
can
said...
tell.
Clean those fish.
Mama!
I mean, sometimes you can tell, can't you, from like the species of trees and that.
While you're at
Quebec,
it,
definitely
Canada,
not-
brother, how?
and the Casey Film Ranch in St. Hippolyte.
It's Weldon!
And you? To bed. You got.
Sorry,
a
what was that,
fever.
Steve?
It was Quebec in Canada
Yes, he's been coughing all
and
day.
the
Oh,
Casey
Canada.
Film Ranch in St. Hippolyte. And Kirsty, I was really worried about me coughing during this, but he's more or less got the same cough as me.
Get fevers.
I do not have a fever.
Apply those fish off your forehead. And stop arguing with me. You're
No.
setting a bad
Why would
example
you
for that
want
monster
to
out
fry
there.
fish
I'm just acclimating to the weather.
That's-
Been
It saves on
acclimating to
firewood,
this
doesn't it?
constant wet for 6 months, so no shame in getting sick now and again.
You say that,
Are you
right?
starting to
But I've been
miss the
sick for
dry
7
society
weeks and
life,
I'm
Mr.
tired.
I was just going to say, I think Steve might take some issue with that. There's no shame in being sick. It's like,
It is frustrating.
sick.
I am full of medication just to suppress the cough long enough to film what was...
Sit.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Sit.
A 30-minute
Just have to
episode.
time it with him.
Yeah. I have to know. The problem is his coughs are quite short. Once I start going, I end up rolling off on the floor. I fell down. I rolled the other day. I coughed so hard that I just collapsed, right? And then Talon turned around to Nikki and was like, "Mummy, help you." And she was like, "What do you want me to do?" I'm not a doctor. I was like, "She's cooking
Just let
dinner."
him die on the floor. Jeez.
But I was like, "She's cooking dinner." Like literally, that's the most she can do because it means I don't have to.
When can we go?
Not just yet, sweetie.
Yeah, look at this.
Are the bad men still chasing
Every
us?
day,
I hope not, but
he's done nothing.
maybe.
Why can't we ask Papa's old friends for help?
The Jedi.
Oh, because your father broke some rules for us. Now we must fend for ourselves.
So the Jedi. Are they dead at this point?
But don't you worry.
I don't know. I can't.
Your father
I
will
can't
always
place
protect
where
us.
this...
I feel like we should have been reading the thing at the start if
Yeah.
we wanted to know what period we were in the timeline.
I assume it's when all the Jedi's are being hunted, maybe? I don't know.
Really?
It takes place after the fall of the Jedi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think that's one of the reasons Daddy's friends can't
Father?
help is because most of them are dead.
Yeah.
Doesn't bode well.
There's something in the mist.
Moisture.
It's too late to get away. I'll buy you some time.
From mist? I mean...
I'm just curious what's in that box, to be honest. It was glowing. Probably radiation. Radiation poisoning. That's probably what he's got.
The thing is, as soon as he laid down, the box started going, and my brain just went, that's an annoying alarm.
Yeah.
There's nothing dangerous about
Is
that.
that you?
These lies people tell you about radiation. I'm walking distance from Chernobyl, it's fine.
It has been a long time. Battle of Venmar, was it?
Congratulations. I thought my last strike would have been a killing blow.
I thought so too. But Lord Asher decided otherwise.
I still, to this day,
Oh, yeah.
don't understand the lack of machine guns in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah. I mean, they did stand out to me, didn't it? The bow and arrow that she was using. I'm like,
Angry.
they have lightsabers, but not a whole load of
They
guns.
stole his property.
They don't have
How
projectiles,
could
it's
something I've
light
built be
guns.
Lord Asher's property?
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
Lord Asher desires something, then it was always his to begin
Good
with.
makeup on her face.
That's what I've always loved about
Yeah.
you.
Or she's a horrible
I-
Scar victim and I've said something terrible.
To your delusion.
Well, there's a possibility, but I genuinely think their aesthetic, their costumes have all been really good so far.
Yeah.
Forgive me. Former order.
Well, I'm
She's
happy
also
for
got
the
amazing
visit.
hair.
I'm afraid you've trekked into the woods for nothing.
I assume you mean
What
the
you
evil
looking
one.
for? In Kalinda. A safe passage here.
Could
Oh,
you
yeah,
imagine
yeah.
Kalinda.
Can you imagine
Yes.
getting up in the morning
We
and
visited
spending
your
40 minutes
homestead.
doing your hair and makeup to go out being
But
genocidal?
it seemed you had already gone.
I mean, it kind
Yes.
of fits, doesn't it? Like,
Well,
you're gonna
I
have
mean,
a
it does on
mental-
TV.
Yeah.
Change of
It does on
scenery.
TV, but I think I was going to start if my day was hunt down a family and put them to death. I'd be like,
Brightstar.
I'm probably just
Why
going to wear
lie?
a light jacket.
Has
Done
the
with
time
it.
in the wild been so rough that
I
you
do
lost
think that's
your
too much to
sense
clean.
of honor?
Do you feel like
Exactly.
they should do it
Speaking of which,
From his point of view?
the Sif's point of view? Like,
Getting ready in the morning.
yeah.
Oh, we'll get ready with me. Like,
Yeah.
TikTok.
Well, that's disappointing.
That'd be an amazing
'Cause I've
TikTok.
been looking
I need to
forward
take
to
note of that
processing
somewhere. That's
you for years.
another piece of
But
creating.
it seems I took too long to find you.
Where's my pens?
And you're
Pen.
nothing but an
Aha.
old man in the woods.
The box is
Sick.
Kill
opening.
him. Kill whoever's hiding
Morning
and find the weapon.
routine
Relic.
video.
You never learn to be wary of what you wish for.
I've seen people do it with Leia. Loads of Leia videos, but I've never seen somebody like Sif's daily routine.
It's a good point, isn't it? Because you're like, we just accept how we see all these, and you're just like,
Yeah.
Your last look and
Gotta be
forget
a
you
lot
ever
of work,
started as you
like-
went back to your Sith
Don,
Lord
can you
children.
turn a light on somewhere?
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to use natural light, it's not happening.
You heard him.
So professional.
To the shuttle. A moon castle to whoever brings me this
where's the
back.
shuttle?
I now look like a Star Wars hologram.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah. Looks like you're sitting next to a fire.
Always something really satisfying about the lightsaber sound, isn't there?
Yeah.
There is. Yeah, Dad versus 7 Sith. Go with the arrow's going to do it.
I mean, obviously.
I'm thinking the amount of work that went into this. Like, it must have been a lot. Because,
I mean, I do love it as also because when you get to the fight scenes, you can see like fight scenes have to be really kind of choreographed, don't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
When you're filming.
yeah.
I do always love though that there's just like a group of people watching people fight in
Yeah.
these films.
You got to take a turn, ain't you?
Yeah, obviously
Well,
you
it's-
take turns, right?
It's the honour, isn't it? It's like, you know.
You're on the system.
Yeah, you have to respect, like, one-on-one combat, you know?
It's like the whole. This is
Whoa.
something they have to do themselves.
Yeah.
That guy used to have a face.
Still has its unique ability. What a
I mean,
beautiful weapon.
who needs a face, right?
I wonder if that's for Archangel.
What, lightsaber to the
Yeah.
Force push. Oh.
Oh.
Probably should have shot her first. She appears to be the most dangerous of them.
I thought the gun was going to jam then.
Oh.
Oh no. Is Mum down?
She looks like she's down. And we've got 40 seconds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this film because we can't have it interrupt Big Boss.
The way it was always destined to be.
Who says?
So, can you see my mouse?
Yeah, I can. I just thought it was my mouse.
Move that out of the way. Sorry, viewers.
It's part of the fight.
Yeah, I can influence it.
We reached video game mode.
There was actually a show that did that, wasn't there? You could like.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you used to get loads of stuff on CDI where you could do that, and they film various scenes to that effect.
Questions.
Yeah.
Give up and disappear into the far reaches of the galaxy.
Why would I do that?
Because you've
When
lost.
am I about to be victorious?
How does your
Are
simple
you?
logic figure that?
Because
Just the
Duck.
villain's just delusional all the time. Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Duck definitely would have been better.
marvelous.
Force Hill! Force Hill!
Oh, bugger.
The reason for
Well,
the
that's-
exile, I presume.
Disappointing.
Probably should have done that when they were a bit more distracted.
Oh yeah.
You should have won.
Here to protect the helpless.
That's not to listen.
Don't cry, little bird. Your father may be gone soon, but we'll take care of you.
I'm not crying.
I don't believe her.
Yeah.
I'm concentrating.
I have my doubts.
I thought they were
She seems less than sincere.
Protecting my family.
Oh,
Oh, that sound effect.
that was very gooey.
She,
What you did was just.
It seemed like vengeance, to be fair. And something that would have been useful 5 minutes ago.
Touch your heart.
Oh, Father, how can I help you?
Put your hand on his chest, heal him.
You all gave my life meaning. I do what I can.
Because I've noticed it a lot in the Star Wars universe, the real Star Wars universe, not just the fan films, is they do have an innate ability to heal, because obviously midichlorians and stuff are supposed to be all linked to life force. Yeah, it seems like for the first 20 years of Jedi training, nobody teaches them healing.
No, it would just be too convenient.
Well, it suggests to me that in the vast Star Wars universe, nobody's ever played like RPGs or like World of Warcraft or you know, just
Have a healer.
With Father gone,
yeah, just something like,
what will we do?
oh, I need a healer.
We'll go far,
They're just nothing but
but if
tanks.
they do come, we'll be safe.
Space wizards acting like tanks.
yeah.
Because we have you.
What do you mean?
Because, Bailey,
So they thought the lightsaber was the
Father
weapon.
before you.
Is that the uranium?
You are now a Jedi.
Probably.
The glowy box.
is her mum a Jedi Master? Because I'm not sure she has the right to make her a Jedi.
No,
Ah,
unless she was like the.
To be
most
fair though,
powerful one.
this is after the fall, isn't it? So there isn't actually any official body left to hand out their
I mean,
pips,
the
I
rules
guess.
gone out the window, haven't they?
Yeah.
They have. We saw that with when the sequels came in and Yoda set fire to the books. That was a high quality production.
It was really, really well done.
Yeah, I definitely think I could watch it as a series. Like,
I recommend anyone who watched this with us talking over it to actually try it again.
Yeah, without
Without.
commentary.
Because obviously, you know, it's our job to provide commentary, make things sort of new, unique, and interesting. But this in itself is unique and interesting. Like we wouldn't be able to do this if we started with something that had zero substance. Because when something's truly got zero substance, you can't even take the mickey out of it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So
Isn't
just
it?
sit there a bit
You're just
sad.
like,
And there are films I've watched where all the way through it, the only fault that's really cost them money, someone gave you money. But you know, they do this on a shoestring budget. What was the budget? And I'll look it up. Because at least then our commentary, because so far our commentaries has some commentary because I've actually looked into things.
You can tell as well when there's been a lot of thought put into how you film something.
yeah, it was very good quality. Like, I think, I don't know, you probably could get away with actually having that as a series or like a proper movie if you extended it and put more budget with it.
I think the problem is the production value of this is too high.
Yeah.
So nobody knows.
Sci-fi, though,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah. So, but what I mean is, firstly, nobody knows what the budget or the shooting time of this was apparently, and if the original creators happen to see this and are not offended by our production, please let us know how much you spent, how much time it took, and what was involved in making this look this good. But no, what I mean is, as I was explaining to Laura yesterday about Star Trek Continues and Axanar, is the better the production gets, the less of it you can get away with making,
Yeah.
essentially.
As a fan film, especially.
Yeah. So, like, Star Trek Continues was rocking before all the heavy rules came in. So we got away with like a whole series of Star Trek original series quality production. But you're not really allowed to do that anymore. Although, I don't know how long an episode of Temny Schmear is. One sec. Which is like a Czech fan series. And there's another Star Trek miniseries going on. And I know we're doing Star Wars right now, but there's not a lot of actual fan-made Star Wars series. Or there is one that's been cut together like a movie. Which has made it 2.5 hours, but I think they got away with it because it was originally made in sort of 2-minute sections. Yeah, so Temny Schmear, every episode is if I'm pronouncing that right, I'm probably not because it's Czech, is roughly 20 minutes or less per episode. You just don't really get away with having these kinds of lengths anymore.
No.
So you have to really keep the production at a minimal, which is a shame.
No,
but
it is,
you do-
especially when you can tell a lot of work's gone into something, and
Absolutely.
what they've made is really very good.
Yeah. The thing is,
Fantastic actors as well.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, the acting, I know we didn't mention, but the acting in it was fantastic. Like,
Yeah.
I think, arguably, when you're doing a short piece or a fan fiction and you've got, you know, not only the filming and the quality of your gear, it's just the acting itself can be really, really difficult. And I think it's always really noticeable when a fan film has really good acting.
yeah. I hope they do more stuff like that. To be honest, be really good.
Well, I mean, they might, if we go through, yeah. So, Revan, 76 minutes. Hand of the Empire, 50. Wingman, 51 minutes. Star Wars Great Trials, the movie. So, this is the one. They actually made a series, I think, that each episode was about 5 minutes long. And then it all got compiled into a movie, which somehow made it sort of okay. It's also, like I said, it's worth remembering that Paramount seemed to be stricter about
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we
about
spoke about
things
that the
than
other day, didn't we?
Star Wars. Star Wars have had a lot of fan films, fan productions. A lot of the books, originally written by fans that got actually just Lucas did exactly what I said Star Trek should do. Fans wrote films. He went, "Yep, canon, universe," and then he got a cut of the pocket. His universe expanded. He did no work for it. Everyone was happy.
Because it's like we said, isn't it? It's the love of the fans that's what makes them want to do this, to share their work, to use it as inspiration, and it repopularizes the genre and the industry almost, as well as the franchise.
Definitely.
And it's done well and done with thought and care. It's to honor the original franchise, not to take away from it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more. Of course, if this edits together well and works well, obviously we're going to make more of these, and they won't always be fan films. They can't always be fan films. I'm sorry, lot, but they can be. The thing is, I know, because the selection of fan films that are out there, some of them are fantastic. See, there you go. There's the Uncharted with Nathan Fillion, Galactic Battles. The kids loved, they absolutely loved it. Because you get a lot of multiverse films and stuff where, like Star Trek, the universes are falling into each other or whatever. But in Galactic Battles, like that, when the multiverse fell in, so it was all the video game universes and Star Trek and Star Wars all fell into one universe. Doctor Who, it's all in there.
That's fun.
And it was really fun. The kids loved it.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen a clip of that.
I haven't seen this one, Spider. It looks terrifying. It is a horror.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's 18 plus, R-rated.
We'll have to do a horror one at some point.
Yeah, we should do some Star Trek of Gods and Men. This is the film I was telling you about, where they had like pretty much everyone in it is actually from Star Trek.
Oh right, yeah, you went through the list of people.
Yeah, Tuvok, Uhura, Chekhov. This is long though. It gets well. This is pre the rules. It's 90 minutes and it's basically people from Voyager and the Next Gen.
I love that though. I love that people wanted to work on it.
But that's the thing. They enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? It shows you when people enjoy something they've helped create, and that it's fun. It's fun to work on it.
That's the thing. If I worked at Paramount and I saw actors from Star Trek actively working in fan films, I'd be like, "All right, I'm gonna pay you less on the next one because clearly you just like doing it."
I mean,
instead of saying they can't be in the fan film, go, "I know which ones will work for less now."
Use it as a negotiation tool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You be as many fan films as you want, as long as you let us, pay your scale.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of actors out there that like to do films together, like away, on their own budget as such.
Absolutely.
Well, it's the creativity, isn't it? It's the ideas behind stuff and a way of expressing them, and benefit being in the industry, I guess, is that you start to make connections, and sometimes you just want to create something because it's cool or it's fun or it's interesting, and it feels like it would be really great to see your idea come to life.
It's like Dr. Horrible, isn't it? You could tell that was a passion
thinking
project.
of Dr. Horrible, sing along blog, because that's great, and like we've watched it so many times. It's so fun because you just know they had fun doing it.
You can't watch the full thing online for free anymore, can you?
I don't know. I mean, it's quite a few years old now, isn't it?
Yeah, hang on, let me check. Is I remember that the servers went down the same, didn't they, when they first released it?
Yeah.
Wasn't Repo? What was that? That opera one. I can't.
Yeah, Doctor Horrible Sing-Along Blog is a musical web series created by Joss Whedon. Released in 2008, it was initially available free online, but has now moved into being a commercial product.
Oh, right. Okay, I didn't know that.
Well, normally you're not allowed to. If you release something as Creative Commons
Yeah.
or YouTube standard license, you're not normally. Yeah. Oh, it's clever. So, what he did was somewhat genius. He fully copyrighted it. He didn't Creative Commons it. He fully copyrighted it, and then he gave it away.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because you can't typically pull something. Let's be fair. I mean, it should make sense, shouldn't it? Like, we should be surprised that Joss Whedon knows what he's doing, but it's oh yeah. But yeah, this is the thing. Like, because once you've released something under the standard YouTube license, it typically means you have released it under a Creative Commons style license. You can't put it back. That's so frustrating. I wouldn't even mind though if them moving it from free to commercial if they had used that money to make the sequel.
I know, right? Where is the sequel?
It reminds me of
It's wasting all that time on those silly Avenger films.
I just keep thinking about what was it? Con Man? The
Oh,
god,
yeah.
I can't remember what it was. Firefly thing.
Walsh from Firefly.
Yeah.
What? I can't remember his name.
Yeah, because he did like a kind of, I don't even know if it was fan or what, but basically
No, I
everyone
think it's just
from-
his. I think it's his creation.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I like that.
Look. Alan Tudyk played Conman.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because Nathan Fillion's in that too.
Conman
yeah.
is a comedy web series where inspired by the experience of the fandom culture following his role in Firefly. It follows the fictional story of Ray Nurley, sci-fi actor, co-star. Series is co-founder Indigo, raised over 3 million. And what's the license? Conman, yeah, that's great. Yeah, he did the same thing as Joss. He made it as a Kickstarter, released it, but released it under a commercial license. You say people who work together, they learn the trade together. So let me have a little look. Is it still available to watch? Because the problem is they release these really good things and for free, and then it gets commercialized and you can't watch it online anymore, and it's a bit of a bummer.
Yeah, I know. It's really good though. We enjoyed it. It was so many references.
However, you can still watch it. It's him and Nathan Fillion.
Yeah, about him being an actor, and it's just with Nathan Fillion in it. There's some moments in it that are just so funny because of
my god, me and the boys are going to watch this.
It really is a fun one.
I was saying, did you see my post on Facebook the other day? Because I've been rewatching Buffy.
I didn't know.
It was yesterday, right? So you know this the series with Glorian, the one where Buffy actually dies.
Yeah.
There is a scene in the second or the last episode or the second last episode where they are desperately driving away from a bunch of medieval style killers on horses. Yeah.
Yeah. Hell God.
And Giles is driving the Winnebago, and they get away from all of the guys on horses. And then Giles goes, "Is everyone okay?" and looks behind. Then he looks in front, and then a spear comes through the window through Giles' chest. And I was like,
I never even related that.
That's the exact scene he did in Firefly with Walsh. That's the exact same scene.
What are they trying to do to us?
You're a bad man, Joss.
Why are you gonna be like that?
I like I say, because I was rewatching it, I was sitting there with the boys, and I was like, they lived on a wind, Giles. Couldn't believe it.
The thing is, even when you know they're okay and you've watched all the seasons that goes on, you're still like, no.
Yeah, but at that point you were like, oh god,
Oh god, they can't do
Well, the
this.
thing is, at that point, I don't think we knew we were getting enough of Buffy. The series ended with
not
her
when
dead.
you're actually watching it.
No, but the series finale didn't end with them winning. It ended up with Buffy dead.
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
So we did not know that it was coming back. Horrible times.
I mean,
Horrible times.
dark times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching an interview of her yesterday, because she's got something new coming out, and she was talking about where Joyce died.
Yeah, I watched an interview talking about Joyce Side. I think it was generally a really upsetting scene
Yeah,
for them all.
she said it was devastating. Yeah, she was really close to the woman who played her mum, and she was like, I wasn't just losing the mum in the show. I was losing this person I've worked with since day one, and she meant so much to me. And apparently, she actually tried to get them to bring her back. Essentially, they didn't. She didn't want her to stay dead.
Yeah, I heard that. Because I watched like a reunion interview, and I feel like one of the reasons she got written out was because I don't know if this is right, but I think she wanted to go. The actor wanted to go off traveling. I feel like it was something like that.
Right, okay.
One moment.
I can't.
I love the
roughly
tangents.
remember that, but I can't.
Yeah. I could have misremembered it, but I watched a group like reunion interview of the Buffy cast, which was great because it had the actors of Angel and Spike as well on the interview, and it's great that they still have this banter between them all, even all these years later.
Yeah, I remember seeing an interview, and the guy who plays Spike, I can't remember what his name is.
James.
I love it. The initial results, because obviously everything's AI powered now. The initial result was it was plot driven and nothing to do with real life issues. And I was like, didn't you want to go travelling? And Christine Sutherland, who played Joyce, actually did express a desire to go travelling, and it coincided with the show's need to have this event. So in fact, it was a bit of column A, bit of column B.
Yeah. I love this defiance in the industry to be like, no, it was a creative choice and only a creative choice, not that people are real people and might want to do other things.
Have a life. Heaven forbid. Heaven forbid they have a life.
How dare they be real people?
It's unacceptable. I'll tell you that. Unacceptable. Oh, so we got a beautiful tangent out of this mini-sode. I was like, it's gonna be about 20-25 minutes long max. I think we're gonna end up with about 50 minutes worth of video, which is pretty good.
That's not bad, is it?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. And this is what I was saying. We could probably do more shows in this fashion because we could easily get a show out of not watching something. Like, we should definitely do the shows watching things. That's important. We have to do that. But what I'm saying is we could actually just have, fun talking and banter and play some songs that are, unlicensed, like Netflix or things like that.
And,
just because
hopefully less drilling in the background.
Yeah, definitely.
less drilling in the background. That's the thing, because obviously we do have our Live 365 license again, so we can, when we record something, we can use copyright music if we're only going to put it on Live 365. But if we also want to put it on a driven platform like YouTube or stuff, we have to stick inside the indie artist regime, because otherwise we're going to get copyright strikes and nightmares like that. So it's about knowing what we're doing before we start, basically.
Yeah.
But
from our end, we'll probably have to get a proper recording studio.
Yeah, they were just put that on the wish list.
yeah.
just wanted to share that. Oh my god, it feels terrible. I want you to know my lights are actually on now. You can
I was
see
going
them.
to say, you're just slowly getting darker. Somehow.
I'm now dark Star Wars hologram.
Should I
feel
stop
like
the OBS recording now, or?
We'll turn it off in a second because we need to discuss other things. But we should probably sign off from actually creating whatever we've created here, this monstrosity, as it may be. because you know our shows normally have ends.
Oh
As
yeah,
I noticed.
outro.
Yeah, didn't you study something in relation to the field of creation?
I did. I studied creative writing and script writing. Would you believe it?
Yeah. Well, just as a basic premise, I think maybe we want to do a bit of an outro. I forgot what I was going to say. It wasn't even outro related. I've been doing all of my media creation stuff recently. I've passed a bunch of courses in it. I was like, oh, I've been doing so much wrong. But he's only been paying my bills for 20 years, doesn't matter.
Everything's a learning curve, right? No matter how long you've been doing it.
It really doesn't matter. The curve never ends.
No, it doesn't. And I don't think it should. If you're genuinely wanting to
Care
do
about
something, to learn and care.
Yeah.
You,
Well,
you should
again,
feel
that's
like
the
you're always
nature.
learning.
Yeah, definitely.
It's the nature of the production we just watched. That's not somebody who got up one morning and went, I'm done, I've learned it all.
Yeah.
You imagine
No,
how much learning must have happened on that set.
Absolutely.
So, that was a fantastic film, Brightstar. Recommend if you enjoyed any amount of it that you got to see or hear between us, you should go and watch it.
Really recommend.
If you enjoyed watching us, what is wrong with you? But like, subscribe, and come back for the future ones.
Do all the things.
Yeah, and tell other people to do that, because I'm hungry. It's hard in this world. So, this is since CKDS Radio officially got relicensed back, 6 months ago. This is the first official thing that we've attempted to put together. Let's see how it looks at the end. You're not supposed to say as much as I am, but I wasn't
Take it out in
prepared.
editing.
I've got so much to take out and edit. I've got a potential gag reel that would get us banned from YouTube.
I know. And now,
Things you people will never see. Unless you buy our DVD, there is no DVD.
the 20 hours of Steve sitting there editing all of that crap out of it.
We have to find a platform I can safely swear a compilation of nothing but F-bombs.
Yeah. All very artistically done one after the other.
Yeah. Maybe even put a tune together with it. Like,
Yeah.
change the pitches of each one. Yeah, I'll send them all to the guy at There I Ruined It. He'll know what to do.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Anyway, so yeah, that's the end of this show. Hope you enjoyed it, and come again soon. We'll try and make another one soon.
Thanks
And
for watching.
CKDSradio.4up.eu. What's wrong with me? I didn't even plug the site. CKDSradio.4up.eu to listen to us, listen to the old shows, read the blog, and of course 8kflix.com, where you can watch the fan films for free, and a variety of other films inside. Low cost subscriptions and up to 8K resolution. Can't believe I didn't do the plug. What's wrong with me?